Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. So today we have a battle against Hugo, random person offline. So yeah, looking at his team there, looks to be a pretty strong and well-balanced team there. Looking at my team, it is the same one that I've been using the past few games here. So what do I want to lead with in this one? I think we are going to go with the Ninetales actually in this one. See if we can't get that pseudo bootleg Sun strategy to do something for us. And yeah, we'll see how that works out. Alright, so there he is, and it looks like they're going to lead with the Gliscor as we lead with the Ninetales. So I'm going to get the Drought right away to turn the Sunlight harsh, which is of course what we need. So I think right out of the gate here, what we're going to do is probably just go straight for the Fire Blast. And see how much damage we can get on something. That's what we're going to do. So we do go Fire Blast, we do connect with it. It is max special attack Sun boosted. It's not quite enough to take the Gliscor out, unfortunately, as he is going to go ahead and go for the Stealth Rock, get the entry hazard up on us, which is not that bad, as they are going to get poisoned from the Toxic Orb as well. So, in this situation, I think the best thing we could do is probably to switch it up and go for the Solar Beam, just in case they decide to try and switch. So that's exactly what we're going to do, as they are indeed going to go for the switch with the Gliscor, and they're going to go ahead and come in with the Milotic, which is kind of what I was anticipating here. So we do make the right call and go for the Solar Beam. It does not have to charge thanks to the Intense Sunlight, which is great. So that is going to go ahead and nail the Milotic for big damage, taking it down by about 2/3, which is great. And that thing is going to regain some HP with the leftovers. So at this point, there's really no reason for us to just not go straight for another Solar Beam. So that's exactly what we're going to do, as they are going to try and save the Milotic for later. So with all the switching, we are getting some great damage on some stuff, as now they come in with the Chandelure. So that thing is in, and we do go for the Solar Beam on that. So we are going to go ahead and nail this thing with it, and it's going to do a little bit of chip, not too much. And so yeah, I think our best course of action now is actually just going to be to switch directly into the Roaring Moon, as we do resist both this thing's stabs, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So there it is, right there, as they are going to go for, well, we are going to take the Stealth Rock damage, obviously, get the Photosynthesis to increase our attack, which is obviously very good for us, as they do go for a Hex, which is fine. That's going to do practically nothing to us. So yeah, I think we really don't lose anything by just going straight for the knockoff here, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We are at increased attack, we are Scarf, so we know we outspeed everything. So we'll see what they want to do here. If they do switch out, we should be getting some more big damage on something, which is great. We are definitely whittling them down in pretty efficient fashion, which is obviously great for us. So we will see what they want to do here. And so they are going to switch the Chandelure out, so that's fine. And they are going to go ahead and come in with the Iron Treads, which is also fine. That thing's going to go ahead and pop a booster energy to activate the Cork Drive to increase its attack, as we do go for the knockoff here, and that is going to do some pretty decent damage, almost half, even though they don't have an item. Unfortunately, we don't want to stay in on this matchup, so we have to switch something in to face the Iron Treads. I think our best switch is actually going to be the Cramorant, as we do have the resistance or immunity to both this thing's stabs, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll see where that gets us. as we are going to take the Stealth Rock damage, obviously, and they are going to go for a knockoff, which is going to do so much damage to us. We barely survive the hit with 10 HP, and we lose the leftovers, so that is crazy. But thankfully, we are able to hang on with that. Now, we do have 2 more turns of the Sunlight left at this point. I think our best course of action with the Cramorant at this point is just to go for a Defog to get the Stealth Rocks off the field if we can. This thing might outspeed us, but we're just going to attempt to do that, as unfortunately this thing does outspeed us, go for a Rapid Spin, and take us out. So that is very unfortunate. We don't get to get rid of the hazards as the Cramorant goes down, and we go down to 5 Pokemon, and they do get the speed increase as well. So I think our best course of action here is actually going to be to come back in with the Roaring Moon. So that is what we're going to do. And we are going to take another round of Stealth Rock damage here. We do still have the Photosynthesis attack increase, which is good. And so I think in this situation, we definitely want to... They could switch out. That is a possibility, but the booster energy is popped. So even if they do switch out, it's going to be beneficial. I think we have to just make the safe play and go for the Earthquake here, as they do stay in, not knowing we're Scarf. We do still outspeed thanks to the Scarf. Go for the Earthquake, take out the Iron Treads, and knock them down to 5, so that is pretty great for us. The Sunlight is going to fade this turn, so that is going to drop our attack back down. And the only bad news about this is they are going to know, or most definitely know, that we're Scarf, or maybe not, because they actually are going to come in with the Milotic here. So we have a little bit of a choice to make. Do we think that the Earthquake can KO this thing from this range is really the question. And I don't know that it can. I'm not super confident that it actually can. So what I think I want to do is actually just go back into the Ninetales to get the sun back up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And so we'll see where that gets us. And so yes, we do come back in, take another round of Stealth Rocks, unfortunately, and we do get the Drought, of course, to get the sun back up as they go for a Recover, anticipating the switch, unfortunately, which is going to go ahead and put them back up to almost full after the leftovers as well. So that's not great for us, but it just kind of is what it is. So I think this turn, we kind of have a little bit of a choice to make on our hands here. Because they may well not want to stay in on this matchup, so we could actually predict their switch, but I think... What are we going to do? We know they probably can't do a ton to us with this, so I think we're actually going to try to Nasty Plot here, as they do stay in, so we go for the Nasty Plot, get that sharp special attack increase, which is really nice. They go for a Surf. It is decreased power thanks to the sun. It still does quite a lot of damage, but we are able to survive it, which is nice, and then they get some HP back from the leftovers. So I think they are at full. We know we can one-shot them with the Solar Beam. In a way, I want to predict the switch, but I don't think that's a risk we can take. So I think we just go for the Solar Beam here. That's what we're going to do, as hopefully they do stay in. If they don't, it kind of is what it is. But yeah, I don't really want to make the risk that they would switch. And yeah, we should hopefully get some damage on something, as they are going to go ahead and Terra. So what are they going to Terra into here to deal with the Ninetales? It is going to be a Steel type. So they go Terra Steel on us, which is pretty unfortunate, actually. And so we go for the Solar Beam. Unfortunately, now it is going to be resisted. It is still at +2, though. How much damage is it going to do to this thing? Resisted, it still does almost half, which is pretty good damage. We get the crit, actually, so they are going to go for the Scald, and unfortunately we can't take another one of those. So Ninetales is going to go down, and that is going to take us down to 4. So that is definitely an unfortunate turn of events for us here. But it just kind of is what it is. So the only good thing about this is now it opens the door for us to go ahead and come in with Trevenant, so that's exactly what we're going to do. And so I think we are going to take the Stealth Rock damage, and I think the best thing we can do in this situation is probably try to start setting up a growth or two. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And so they actually are packing Ice Beam. They actually outspeed us, go for it, knocks us all the way down to about a 3rd HP, but we do survive. We go ahead and pop the Citrus Berry to give us some HP back, as we are going to go ahead and get the growth off. which is going to increase our attack and special attack sharply, which is actually pretty nice for us. They are going to get some HP back with the leftovers, and then we are going to go ahead and harvest our citrus berry, which is nice, 100% guaranteed thanks to the sunlight. So I think now is going to be the time for us to go ahead and pop our Terra, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to Terrasilize to a Dark type, losing all our prior weaknesses, and we're going to go for, I think, a Drain Punch is the best option, so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to see what they want to do here as they do stay in, so this is going to be an important turn for us for sure. We're going to go ahead and pop our Terra, Terrasilizing the Trevenant into a Dark type, which is going to let us lose all of our prior weaknesses. And so we know they are going to outspeed us here. They go for the Ice Beam again. It is now neutral effective. We do hang on with a third, or about a quarter HP, get the Citrus Berry to give us some HP back, leaving us about half. We go for the Drain Punch at +2, and it is going to be enough to go ahead and get rid of that Milotic, which is incredible, giving us a ton of HP back in the process, and knocking them down to, I think, 4, I want to say, Pokemon at this point. So that was pretty good for us. That did work out the way we wanted it to, as we are now going to get the Citrus Berry back with the Harvest, which is great. So, yeah, that is pretty awesome for us. So we'll see what they want to bring in. Now, it is going to be the Espathra. So that thing's coming in, and so I think, what do they want to do here? Do they attack us, or do they try to set up is the real question here. So, that is a good question. Do they attack us, or do they try to set up with this thing? If we get this prediction wrong, this is going to be really bad. This is going to be a tough call. I think they probably attack us since we're set up already with the growth, so we're going to go Sucker Punch here. As we go Sucker Punch, and it fails, so that's unfortunate. So they did call it right. They go for the Calm Mind, and that is going to give them a special attack and special defense increase. So we definitely did not make the right decision there. They're also going to get a speed boost, so that's not great. I think we have to attack them this turn, so we're going to go Horn Leech this time, although we probably get the prediction wrong again because Sucker Punch Mind Games are not great, but we're going to go for the Horn Leech because we have to, as they are going to go for the Calm Mind again, so we do get the prediction right this turn. So they are going to get up to +2 special attack, special defense, which is scary. We do go for the Horn Leech this turn, and it is enough to knock this thing all the way down to, it looks like, 1 HP, but they do hang on with the Focus Sash as we get a ton of HP back. So now they are going to get another speed boost to increase their speed. So now the real mind games begin, because they know we have Sucker Punch. If they're the standard set, they could definitely be packing something to hit us with, obviously. So the question for us is going to be, do we Sucker Punch, or do we attack them with something else? And that is going to be a really critical question, because if we get this prediction wrong, this could be devastating for us. I think since they know we have the Sucker Punch, we don't go for it. So I think we go Horn Leech. I think that's our best chance. So we're going to go Horn Leech here, and they go for the Protect. Okay. So we know they have Protect, Calm Mind, and so, yeah, the Horn Leech not going to hit them, obviously, because of the Protect, as the Sunlight is going to fade, and they are going to get a speed boost to increase their speed. So they have Calm Mind and Protect, so they have to have, obviously this is the stored power set, so their last move is either going to be Roost or Dazzling Gleam. I feel like it has to be Dazzling Gleam, because they would not have brought this in against Terra Dark Trevenant, because there's nothing they could do if they didn't have an attacking move that wasn't Psychic. So I think this turn we go for the Sucker Punch. So we're going for the Sucker Punch this turn. We go the Sucker Punch. It does connect, which means they do have the Dazzling Gleam as their last move. So we get the Sucker Punch Mind Games right. Thank God. Take out the Espathra and knock them down to, I believe, 3. So Trevenant absolutely putting in the work in this one, which is incredible for us, as now they're going to go ahead and come in with Cyclizar. So that's fine, as indeed I think what we want to do in this situation is just go ahead and, I mean, we could Sucker Punch, but we don't know what kind of set they could be running, so I think depends. Obviously, they're not, may not be playing by actual rules, but I think our best bet is probably to Drain Punch, so we're going to do that, as they do go for a Body Slam, so that's going to connect and do a ton of damage to us, taking us down by over half. They get the Paralyze too, which is really unfortunate. They do take some damage from the Life Orb, as we pop the Citrus Berry to get some HP back, which is nice. And we are not going to get paralyzed, which is incredible. We go for the Drain Punch and take the Cyclizar out, knocking them down to 2 as we get a bunch of HP back as well. So Trevenant is putting in the work in this one, which is incredible. Quite a showing, if I do say so myself, and that is great. So now, unfortunately, they are going to come in with the Chandelure once again, and so once again, they know we have Sucker Punch. I'm not sure what else Chandelure could do, so I think we actually do just go for the Sucker Punch. Maybe they're banking on a full para on our side, so I think we just go Sucker Punch at this point. So we go for the Sucker Punch. It does connect. It is not... we don't get paralyzed. We do connect with the Sucker Punch to take the Chandelure out, knocking them down to just 1 Pokemon. So Trevenant is making it happen in this one, as their last Pokemon is going to be the Gliscor, so they come in with that. And so I think what we're going to do, because they very well could heal up at this point, is we are just going to go for the Horn Leech. So that's what we're going to do, as they do go for a Swords Dance, anticipating the Sucker Punch again. That is going to give them a sharp attack increase. Can we not get full parried? Unfortunately, we do get full parried this turn, which is really unfortunate, because we could have taken that thing out and won the game right there had we not. But they get some HP back from the Poison Heal, and we get our Citrus Berry back with the Harvest. So I think we definitely just Horn Leech again here, as they do Earthquake this turn. It's at +2. Can we take it? Yes, with 2 HP, Trevenant hangs on. We get the Citrus Berry recovery. Can we not get full parried this turn? Yes, we break through the paralysis, go for the Horn Leech. It is enough at +2 to take the Gliscor out, and that is game. Alright, so we are going to win that one 4-0 against Hugo, but that was actually a great match. Fast-paced, high-octane, very competitive game, quite the roller coaster as well. And yeah, that was just an all-around great match right there. Very happy that Trevenant finally got its time to shine here in this game, as it was one of the reasons that I put this team together. So all-around great match there. But that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.